Chat! Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Chat, why are you not on my screen? Why are you not on my screen? Chat? Chatteruno? Chat? Chat? Chat, 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 chat. Do you see this empty space? Do you see this empty fucking space? And it just says loading at the top. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Explain. Explain. I see you sending messages, but why aren't you on my screen? Huh? Huh? Where? I thought I fixed it. How can I do it just chatting without chat on the screen? I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm losing it right now, actually. I'm losing it right now. It's fine. Okay, hold on a minute. Well, anyway, guys. Anyway. I'm gonna just talk to you guys while I try to figure this shit out. Yeah. Well, I'll just figure this out. We'll just figure it out. So anyway. How are you guys doing today? When I started my stream, I always, every time I do a just chatting stream, I'm always like, I don't know what I'm gonna talk about. I'm scared. Mom, help me. I don't know why I do just chatting streams, and then I don't know what to say. But then I think you guys like them. I think you guys like them. So this is why I do them, because I think you like them. Do you? Do you? I sounded way too earnest when I asked, do you? I mean, okay, like, look. Go to multi-chat overlay setting. Yes, we're here. Click to, enable WebSocket server. Okay, guys. I'm pressing numbers. I'm a Spider-Man. Not even the cool one. I'm just like a Spider-Man. I have blood on my face now. Yeah. Okay, let me look at what you guys are saying. Anyway. Also, I saw the redeem. I will hydrate. I had some lamb before stream and it stuck in my teeth and I would keep trying to get it out. I even used a toothpick and it's still stuck. It's pissing me off. Anyway, we're dead, we're shy. Maybe the real chat was the friends we made along the way. Do you, you know what, I have a question. For you guys, because a lot of you guys all hang out and chat together, and you guys all watch the same streamers and stuff, and you guys like hang out with each other so much. Do you guys consider yourself friends? Chatters? Do you guys consider each other friends? Would you hang out with each other outside of stream? I'm curious because you guys spend so much time together. We all spend so much time together, but I don't want to make this about me. I want to ask you guys, do you guys consider yourself friends? I think it'd be kind of cute if you did. Because I mean, you guys are all hang out and shit, so I mean, like, you know, I don't know. I think it'd be cute if you were friends. Server clients, where is it? Hello? Services, integrations? No. I'm still figuring this stuff out. Hold up. I'm figuring this out. To an extent, some more than others. Okay, it's under servers and clients. Okay. That's good. I like that. Because, I mean, like, And we don't always all have to be friends all the time, you know? We don't always all have to be friends. Auto start the WebSocket. Yes, that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. And then start the server. Yes. And then we hit it. Connected. Yes. Copy. Okay, I think I fixed it. Hold up. Guys. Send a message now. Send a message now. I'm gonna someone. Test. Yeah! It's dazzling now. Why are you a bitch? Why? I did it. I fixed it. Okay. Why does it work? Wait, why? Wait, are you shy? Don't you want to be on screen and be like, look, mom, I'm on TV. Oh my god, now you guys can see YouTube can show up again and Twitch can show up again. Oh my god. I don't know why StreamerBot randomly broke, but I'm glad it's working again. I'm so glad. Otherwise, I was going to actually lose my mind. So, I'm glad it's working again. Yip-ee. Okay. I'm glad. Okay, now I have to actually think of something else to talk about. Because like I was saying before, actually, you know what? I never did my roll call, so let me come and talk to everybody. We have Dingbat. Hey, nice to see you. You're a rare sight. We have Sazilin and we have Casual Noob. Yeah, that's the roll call. Short roll call, but a roll call nonetheless. Anywhoomst, as I was saying before, just chatting is scary because I don't like to have a plan. Well, sometimes I do. Like a loose outline for what I want to talk about. You know? But I don't know. I feel like you guys, in general, like my Just Chatting streams, I feel as though these are the ones that you guys like the most. Maybe I'm wrong. You can tell me. We should do the like a push-up to make it more interesting. Yeah, you should. Well, starting now. Starting exactly as I'm saying it now. When I say like as a filler word, you may make me do push-ups. That'll give us something to do this stream. But in the meantime, I haven't said it yet. So you're gonna have to wait, okay? But yeah, you guys are so excited. You're so excited. Calm your jets. I'm trying to think of what to talk about today. Because I had a lot of things that happened at work today, but I don't know if I want to talk about them because work is just so tiring and boring to talk about. I want to talk about something else. Something interesting. I have an idea. What if I'm gonna open up a dictionary? Like Webster's Dictionary. Merriam-Webster Dictionary. And we're going to look for a random word. The word of the day shall be our topic for today. Or, actually, this could even be interesting. What if we went through the dictionary in alphabetical order, and that is the topic for every single Just Chatting stream going forward is based on whatever our next word is. That could be fun. But we can also do word of the day. Let's see what it is. Word of the day is brazen. What it means, brazen describes someone who is acting or something that is done in a very open and shocking way without shame or embarrassment. So, we're discussing brazen today. There are quite a bit of brazen things in life. A lot of brazen people, specifically content creators, can be quite brazen. I feel as though that is part of their charm, however, is being brazen and shocking, because we, as the viewers, because you know I also like watching content creators, we like watching people who are bigger than life and do things that we ourselves would not want to do in our ordinary daily lives. Like, I was gonna say prank YouTubers, but like, no one likes them. No one likes them. No one likes them. They're brazen. They're brazen in the absolute worst way possible. I feel as though there is positive brazenness, but prank content creators are definitely not it. Also, what's my favorite word? My favorite word is bodacious. You just said like 20 times. Then why aren't you hitting the button? Huh? Huh? Because I didn't. Because you're a liar. I know I said it at least once. Okay, well. Guys, my stomach hurts today. My stomach is all hurty-wordy. It's upset. Okay? I think I might... I will see. I might get sick. Doing push-ups. You said hit the button. Bro, you could have hit the button that says subscribe instead of doing push-ups. You could have hit the gifted subs button instead, okay? You don't have to make me do push-ups. Also, hi, Mino. Hi. I'll go do a push-up. Casual new, if you're gonna hit the button, you have to hit it now. I'm not getting up and sitting the push-up and sitting back down and then you hit it again. Otherwise, I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be mad, okay? Getting up now. Getting up now. And here we go. But, yeah. But no, I well, thank you. Well, thank you. You gave it to Prince Lemon Virtual. That's a friend of mine. Thank you for giving him a sub. That was very sweet of you. Thank you. Thank you. I also did the push-up. Okay. Also, bodacious is a really good word. I like either molecule or cowabunga. Yeah, you would like cowabunga. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles freak! I don't know why I was looking over there and then I was just not tracking my speaking at all. Quite odd. Thank you for hitting the button. Oh, hey! Hey, yo, what's up, Lemon? How's it going? I'm sitting back down because my seat's all discombobulated. How's it going? We're doing just chatting today. I'm trying to figure out what to talk about. I hit the wrong one, but I guess it still worked. Look, why bring pain to me when you can bring happiness to others? Look, Lemon even showed up in the chat to thank you. Isn't that so sweet? And you guys are like, oh, I don't know if I'm friends with the people who watch. Maybe you guys should try to be friends, okay? Well, maybe that's my fault. I should make a Discord. And I know you guys have asked to be like, oh, do you have a Discord? You gonna make a Discord? I want to wait for my debut before I make a Discord. I'm sure it would be helpful to make one sooner, but I just kind of don't want to have to rebrand my Discord after I debut. So I will make a Discord and have it at debut. Yeah. Whenever debut happens. You should make a Discord. Nah, later. Later, we'll make a Discord later, and then you guys will all be friends, and then you'll all bully me, because that's the kind of community that I'm raising. I'm a terrible parent, as you can see, because I'm just raising abusive children who are ungrateful to their lord. Oh well, I digress. At least you're strong-willed and rebellious spirits. May you never allow yourself to be cowed by capitalism. Go forth and spread your ideology across the world without fear and without shame. Be, what's the word of the day? Brazen. We're rolling it back to brazen. Become friends. So what if I want to become enemies? If you guys all hate each other, I mean, you could, but like if it gets too personal, I'm gonna have to have a problem with that. I'm gonna have to have a problem with that. Especially because sometimes, I feel like you guys can be a little mean to each other. And I'm like, hey, man, guys, like, knock that shit off. I don't want to have to pull out the whacking stick, you know? I can't speak for the rest of the heathens, but I'm very grateful for my lord. Aw, thank you. Everyone should be. I'm so nice. I'm super nice. I am the nicest of the lords. You should all be appreciative of me. I'm a very good lord. I don't even charge you taxes. Because if I charge taxes, I would require all of you to give me donations every single month. Everyone was required to give me a tithe of at least one gifted sub. Casual News doing a good job with that, by the way. Casual News doing a good job. But I'm a good lord. I don't require your tithings and your donations. They're, of course, appreciated. But, oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. Guys, it's a joke. Thank you for giving back to the people, though, Lemon. That's a very good thing to do, is to give back to the people. After you receive the kindness of others, it's good to keep it passed along. You are one of the lords in history. I am one of the lords of history. This is true. Also paying taxes. It's good. It's good. Can I pay in advance? I mean, if you want to. I will not say no. I will not say no. But, you know. Those who pay greater tithes will receive greater benefits. The benefit being that I will thank you again, a second time. I will say your name more often. That itself is a gift, I feel. Oh my god, dude. Dude, it's a joke. It's a joke. Oh my god. Okay, well, thank you again, Casual New, for gifting more subs. You are truly a patron of the people. You are a patron of the people. You're also a patron of me. Thank you. I paid 2 months in advance. Okay. Let's hit 800. 800 is quite high, Dingbat. Let's roll back our expectations a little bit. You must give of yourself if you're wanting to receive. This is true. This is true. You know what? Actually, because you guys are being such little sweetie pies right now, why don't I also gift a sub? I'll gift a sub. There we go. Okay. There we go. I don't know if it's gonna request my payment details. Nope, I know it didn't. There we go. We did another. Because you guys are being so sweet, I will also give one. So there we go. We are out here, we are gifting. It's the season of giving and everyone gets gifts. This is good. This is good. We're being so nice and generous today. I'm also paying taxes because I am a lord of the people. I am a lord of the people, okay? I cannot demand of others if I am going to not also pay my levies, you know? I'm now out here trying to challenge the IRS. We have live proof that I also pay my taxes and the money goes right back to the people. Yes, I don't have an exemption for taxes. I am a citizen just like all the rest of you. God bless America. Taxes are gross. No, I agree. But taxes can be used for good, even though taxes are gross. Actually, in that regard, that was actually making me think that was something I kind of want to do, is try my hand at some point at trying to do long form content and do video essays. And actually the one topic I was kind of thinking about making a video essay about, which I feel like is a very weird topic and would come very much out of left field, but I was thinking about wanting to call about the romanticization of American culture. Because I feel as though at least from my perspective, I grew up in a household where being American is considered an insult. And as I've just been consuming different media and stuff as of late, specifically when I think about, like, I don't know, Fallout, or even weirdly enough Resident Evil, I've just kind of come to, like, realize, like, looking through the eyes of other people, how they perceive America and how they romanticize and interpret American culture. So I was kind of thinking it could be kind of interesting to make a video essay discussing this. Because I feel like we romanticize certain things about American culture, like cowboys, you know, because we have Red Dead Redemption and cowboys are romanticized. We also have the 1940s with the whole nuclear family and all that. And we have Fallout to represent that. And then just curious to think about, like, what in our present day is kind of romanticized and how it's viewed positively by other people. Because we all make jokes about America and we're like, oh, Americans, they like guns and God bless America and my freedom and cheeseburgers and blue jeans, yaw, knee howdy. But I just like think about, like, okay, yeah, but like, what do people really like about America, you know? What do people really like about America? I think it'd be interesting to kind of do a deep dive into American culture. And also thinking about how people always like to discuss American culture, but then also talk about the downsides of American culture as well. And how even the downsides, I feel, are almost play into the romanticization. Because, for example, in Fallout, it's just like, yeah, Fallout is about the good old 40s and whatever have you. But then it's also, keep in mind, it's Fallout because it's about nuclear war and a nuclear apocalyptic wasteland. So I think it's interesting to also think about how America's warmongering ways also still kind of has a play into that idea of that romanticism as well. And also even thinking then about, again, Resident Evil, where you have things like secret agents and all this jazz, and then you have capitalism ruining the world because of all the viruses and shit like that. So I think it'd be interesting. Interesting and cool. Yippee. Also, I got a hype chest from the hype train, and now we have this weird fuck-ass frog emo. This weird fuck-ass frog. Look at this, guys. What a stupid little frog. Also, Fallout is explicitly making fun of American exceptionalism. Exactly! But it's also still in a way that it's just kind of like romanticizes it a little bit. But I do like how it makes fun of American exceptionalism and makes a commentary on the flaws of American society. Like, Cyberpunk does the same as well, but then we also still occupy it and adore the worlds and the aesthetics of it, even though they're meant to be like commentary on the downsides of American culture. You know. Freedom and beer, yes. Also, Disneyland might be a good topic too. This is true, but I'm not really sure what I could say about Disneyland that hasn't already been said. You know? I'm not sure what to say about Disneyland that hasn't already been said. Because if I want to talk about a topic, I want to be able to have something interesting to say about it. And I love Disneyland. Don't get me wrong, okay? I went there all the time as a kid. And even when I went back there for my birthday, like, some years ago, I still have the park layout memorized. I did not need a map. I know how to get to Tomorrowland from anywhere, okay? I know where to find all the rides and all the restaurants and all that jazz. You ask me, oh, I want to go here. I know how to get there. I don't need a map, even though I haven't been there in years. It's crazy. I also remember reading Kingdom Keepers as a kid, and that was cool. Because after we read the book, then we got to go to Disney and we got to do a scavenger hunt, and that was fun. Which, by the way, for those who don't know, Kingdom Keepers is a book about these kids where when they go to sleep, they kind of like astral project into Disney World. And then, like, the villains are, like, doing villainous things, and they have to, like, stop them. Like, the big baddie was, like, Maleficent, I recall. So yeah, that's what Kingdom Keeper was. And we read the books, and then we went to Disney World, and then we did an actual scavenger hunt in Disney. It was cool. It was fun. That was my first time I ever got to go to a theme park by myself without my parents. And then I got to make a new friend. Yeah! Also, capitalism is also one of the main factors that ruin the world in Fallout. Yes, exactly! And then it's just like, we love this capitalism ruining everything. You have Cyberpunk, which is the future is ruined by capitalism. You have Resident Evil, which is the present is ruined by capitalism. And then you have Fallout, which is the past. It gets ruined by capitalism. Everything leads to capitalism. We love capitalism being the villain. Maybe I just make a... Honestly, that in itself could be an interesting topic. Just talking about how in so many video games, the big baddie at the end of the day is always just capitalism. Capitalism is so good that it goes back to being bad. I love that so many places are all just so like... so many different kinds of media all come back to just capitalism. Fuck capitalism. I think it's so interesting. No matter what aesthetics you're pursuing, it's always just... capitalism. And also the fact that that it's just capitalism is just so uniquely... I wouldn't say it's uniquely American, but it gets so discussed in anything that's like touches on the Americana and culture. It's just always like, it's not anyway capitalism, am I right? Also, hey Sneaky! Hey Sneaky, how's it going? How is it going? How's it going? We're discussing capitalism. Have you ever heard of Red Alert? No, I don't believe I have. What is that? I don't know anything about that. All it made me think of is Redline, which Redline is a racing movie, which I saw when I was a kid, and I thought it was cool as heck. And I have been trying to get my friend Inazuma Super Speed to do a movie night with me so I can show him that movie, because he said that he was inspired to race by Speed Racer, the one Speed Racer movie that's going to be coming back into theaters, because now it's become a bit of a cult classic, which I think is cool. I think it's cool. First time I ever saw that movie, it was because I snuck into a theater and I watched it for free. Haha, fuck capitalism. But yeah, now it's coming back into theaters because it's a bit of a cult classic. And yeah, my friend Inazuma Super Speed, he was telling me that that movie is what inspired him to want to become a racer. But I was just like, well, you like that movie, you should see Redline, because it's amazing. It's amazing. It's so good and stylish and also insane and crazy, and I think you would really like it. But we're not talking about Redline, we're talking about something called Red Alert. Also, capitalism should be our word of the day. You know what? I think it kind of is. Perhaps it's about the brazenness that is capitalism, because capitalism often encourages people to become brazen. Because to make money, you can have no shame. You can have no shame to make money. You have to be honest and be like, hello, give me money. And it's like whenever, I don't know if you guys have all maybe seen this before, but have you ever been driving down the road and then you see someone and on their car, they have this thing that's just like, oh, donate, give me money on Cash App. And then they just have their Cash App on like a little like bumper sticker. And I'm like, wow, that's crazy. But then also when I'm at work, I had someone come in who was paying for stuff like with her Venmo card, and then her friend was like asking her like, oh, did someone Venmo you money recently? And she's like, actually I just get a lot of people sending me money because I have my Venmo info on my car. And I was just like thinking like, what? That works? That actually works? What? I could never. I would be too embarrassed. I could never do that. I think it would be too brazen, shameless, capitalist, We have a lot of words going on today. Also, I'm watching multiple streams while getting computer work done. Oh, well, that's nice. Yeah, I saw that Andrew is streaming right now. He's playing Resident Evil 2. I also want to play Resident Evil. I'm gonna revisit it soon. I just want to... We'll start next week. We'll start it next week. Andrew's just suffering. It's so fun. Well, damn, because I need to finish up my Claire route. And then, we'll see what's cooking. Also, I think the plot of Red Alert 3 is kicked off by the Russians using a time machine to go back in time to prevent the creation of the atomic bomb. This results in a three-way war between America, Russia, and Japan, with Russia using Tesla coils for everything and Japan having transforming mecha. What? Red Alert is an alternate history setting. What? And then you sent me a video. Okay. What? Is this something I can show on stream? Yes. Okay. Okay, I'm trusting you. I am trusting you. Okay. And then we'll do that, and then let me put on my crop. Okay. There we go. We have it. We have the video. It'll be a tiny video, but it is still a video that is playing. Oh, wait, the audio is not playing. Hold on a minute. Let me also mute the background. There we go. Okay, here we go. Well, no, the AC turned on. Ah, I forgot. Now I have to deal with the AC in the background. Oh my god, you guys actually don't understand. You don't understand when I was trying to do voice acting work and whenever I try to record covers. I have to time all my takes in between the AC turning off. And then as soon as the AC turns on, then I have to just kind of like sit there and twiddle my fingers until it turns off. And then I just try to record as much as possible. I hate my setup. Anyway, we're gonna watch it. Let me watch it again.
Commander, you've rained on my glorious parade. For this, I'm sending everything I've got at you. But I won't let you have the satisfaction of catching me. I'm escaping to the one place that hasn't been corrupted by capitalism. Space!
Okay. I think space is currently... You can tell that it's dated because space is currently becoming corrupted by capitalism. Thank you, Elon Musk. Very cool. Very cool. Tim Curry, my beloved. Bro, I know his name, but I don't know what he does. I know he's an actor. I know his name. I just can't put anything else to my mind. He was the original Pennywise. Oh, okay. Also, he's been in a few musicals. Okay. Also, let me put my background music back on. So then you can't hear the AC in the background just going like... Actually, you can only hear it when I'm talking. And I will tell you, it genuinely makes me so mad when I'm editing my shorts and then I just hear my audio and I'm just talking and then you just hear that slight like in the hum in the background and I just makes me go crazy. It makes me go crazy. Tim Curry was the hotel guy in Home Alone 2. And surely he wasn't Trump. Because Trump was Trump. I guess the other hotel guy. Okay. Good to know. Wrong hotel guy. Look, they're both hotel guys. He was the concierge. Yeah, I thought he was the concierge. Okay. The main villain, yep. Okay. I haven't seen Home Alone in a hot minute. I will not lie. He's also Nigel Thornberry. That one I know. I know Nigel Thornberry. I love that guy. He's a little freak. He's a little freak. I love him. Okay. I know that one. Okay. He's also in Rocky Horror Picture Show. Wait, who is he in Rocky Horror? Guys, I'm just bad with actors. Actually, speaking of actors, he's the trans character who is gay. Wait, the lead? The guy who's the transvestite from Transylvania, I believe. Or no, that's not the lead. But I remember that they have a song. Yeah. Okay, I see, slay. But also in that vein of actors, I was remembering how about like a week or two ago, me and Talia went to go see The Drama, which by the way was an amazing movie. Holy, I don't know if you guys have ever seen Parasite, but one thing that a lot of people will say about Parasite is just how the movie is very good at just being a bunch of different genres. It's a comedy, it's a drama, it's a tragedy, it's a horror movie. It's very good. And I will say that The Drama kind of nailed that whole thing of being just a bunch of different genres, where simultaneously just like funny and also horrifying and also tragic. And it was very good. And in regards to actors, I will say I originally was there for Robert Pattinson because I love him. I love my Batman, my Batboy. He's very good. I was totally blown away by just how talented that Zendaya is, though. Holy. I was there for Robert Pattinson, but she stole my heart. She's so talented. Wow. I knew her from Spider-Man, but I was just like, she was just kind of okay in there. But like in this, she's so good. She's so good. Oh my god. She's so talented. I'm just over here gushing, but like, god, she's so good. I don't know. It's been a while since I've actually seen like a good movie, if that's like not weird to say. Like, I've seen movies. I've seen entertaining ones. I've seen slop. I'm working my way through all the Resident Evil live actions. I've seen slop, okay? I haven't seen like a proper like artsy film, I think, since I was in college pursuing my film degree, where I was having to watch a lot of artsy films for film appreciation. And then also I myself was just in a mood where I just wanted to watch a lot of artsy films because I just wanted to be like, I needed to fuel my craft. But after like I left college, I just kind of stopped watching a lot of movies. Like, I watched movies, but I just didn't watch as many as I used to anymore. And after seeing The Drama, it really just made me be like, wow, there are actually still good movies out there like being made. It's crazy. Yeah, movies have been pretty bad lately. Movies suck now. Yeah, okay. So maybe I just happened to hit gold with this one because it was like, it was really good. Like, I've seen like some movies and they haven't been bad. Like, I also saw the new Superman that was in theaters, and it was like not bad. It was a good movie, but like it didn't hit me like The Drama did. The Drama just like, I don't know, took over my brain for like a couple days because I just like was obsessed with wanting to pick it apart because I was just like, whoa, this was so good. I don't know. I feel like I might have liked the new Superman more. If it's just, I don't know. maybe this is controversial, but when I saw the new Superman, I did not like the actor they picked for Superman. I felt like his acting was very stiff. I don't know. I like Superman feeling a little bit more human, a little bit more emotional. I mean, maybe it's just me. I prefer men to have feelings rather than having to be such tough guys. The one thing that really made me mad was whenever Superman was having a conversation with his dad, and it was just so stiff. It was basically, let me recreate the scene for you. He's just like, I just don't know what to do. It feels so difficult right now. And then his dad's like, son, you're doing the best you can, and that's all you can do. Because you're Superman. He didn't say that. And then instead, I would have liked, it's just like, I don't know. Because even then, I feel like my delivery was too emotional. Because he's just like, Dad, I just don't know what to do. And then his dad's like, it's okay, son. You'll be all right. Because his dad was being very, like, touchy. And then after his dad's like, it's okay. You'll be all right. He's just like, thanks, Dad. And I was like, what? This is your father! Show a little emotion! God! Get this whole thing of men having no emotions out of my life! I'm sick of it! Let men have feelings! Fuck! Especially Superman! Let Superman have feelings! It made me mad. It made me mad! That was one thing I liked, the drama. I liked seeing Robert Pattinson just break down into tears and start having a panic attack. I was like, my man, go, show me a broken man, and you know what, he did it. He was so broken. He was a sniveling mess. I loved him. Whoa, toxic masculinity be upon you. Exactly. We needed Superman with humanity. No, I agree. Especially because I feel like that's the biggest thing. Because, like, look, I love Superman. I love Batman. Batman's my favorite between the two. But I love Superman a lot because of what he isn't. Or rather, because what Batman is not. Okay? Batman tries to be tough because he has to be scary because he is in Gotham City. But Superman can show vulnerability. He is literally the man of steel. But that does not mean that his heart has to be steel. He himself can be invulnerable. And that is why he can show the most vulnerability. Because he cannot be harmed. And I think that's the most beautiful thing about him. Versus for Batman, he's just a man. He is human. He has so many weaknesses. And that's why he just has to become like a legend that is just feared. Because he has to be more than that. Because he cannot show weakness. Otherwise, it's just, he can't be human, you know? He needs to be more than that, or at least he thinks that he needs to be. But that's why I also love whenever he has those moments of vulnerability where he shows that he is really just like a scared little boy who's just upset because his parents died and he's just feels lost and afraid. And he gets those moments where he gets to show his vulnerabilities and who he actually is behind the mask. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful. But Superman, he can be more vulnerable. He can be more vulnerable, and I would love to have seen that in the new Superman movie. It was good, but that was my biggest complaint. I really wanted to see a Superman that had more humanity. But I was told if I show my weakness, my enemies will strike me down and hunt me for sport. Listen, buddy, that's why I'm the same way. I know. Okay, look, guys, I know this is so hard to believe because I mean, guys, look at me, okay? Look at me. I'm so cool. I'm so fucking cool. I'm so intelligent and humble and honest and talented and eloquent and like, guys, I'm trying to be humble here, so I won't list all my positive qualities, but no, there are at least enough to make a Bible talking about all my virtues as a human being, okay? However, let's not lose the point here. Despite this fact, I was very viciously bullied in school. I know. It's so shocking to see, to realize like someone would want to bully someone like me. Isn't that so crazy? Isn't that so crazy? So I understand not wanting to show weakness because my enemies did strike me down and hunt me for sport. So I had to become strong to resist that, you know? So I understand that. But it's so important to understand when you can drop your guard and be real with people, you know? It's important to be able to do that. Also, Mino says, I love Batman because of what he doesn't have, parents. Wait, why? Why do you like that he's an orphan? Please elaborate. Also, insert the man meme that was circulating the Batman Arkham community here. Dude, I love Batman Arkham. I love that subreddit. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. I love it. Also, Rien is so cool and intelligent and helpful and talented and honest and humble indeed. You're so right. Exactly. And it's so many more things, but it's hard to just take the time to like list them all. But it is humble, you know, because I'm only speaking the truth here, you know. I'm definitely not inflating my ego. Who would do something like that? Don't you think that's weirdly fucked up? What? Wait, what was this in relation to? I don't remember. I went back and read messages and now I don't know what I said. I hate when that happens! You can type exclamation point swear, dingbat. You can do that. That's a thing you can do. Here. I'll say swear for you right now so you can do it, okay? Okay? No. It's fine. I'll say swear for you right now. You fucker. Yeah, now you can type it. It's exclamation point swear. Now you can type it. Alright? Go on. Yeah! Good job! Everyone give her a round of applause for Dingbat. He did it! Yay! Also, it was in relation to the people preying upon your downfall, Ben. Okay. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay, I see. But yeah. So... But guys, I could like talk about comic books all day though, because I love comic books. I mean, I like the characters. I'll be so real. I don't read the comic books themselves that much. I read a lot of New 52. I read some of Rebirth, specifically just because of Red Hood, my beloved. Which, if I'm gonna go into details about comics, yeah, like I said, I like the Batman side of DC the most. I'm also a DC fan, if that wasn't obvious. DC fan to the core. Batman side specifically. Actual favorite character though, I love Red Hood. Red Hood is my bae. I love him. He's my favorite. I'm sure that's so surprising and shocking and you guys could never see that coming. But I love Red Hood. He's awesome. And then let's see. I like Red Hood. And then after Red Hood, I'd say probably like I have an amalgamation of different other characters I like. Which I like Constantine. Which I want to read more about Constantine. He just seems really cool. I just really like Constantine. He seems really interesting. I want to read more about him. I mean, look, you guys are gonna think I'm cringe, but I like Harley a lot, okay? I know she's overdone, but I like Harley. I like Joker. I like the Riddler. Those are my baes that I'm most interested in. And then I liked Superboy. Both of them. You know, like the actual Superboy from like the Teen Titans. And then new Superboy, who's like the actual son of Superman. I liked him until freaking Bendis screwed up Super Sons and broke my heart because I loved Damien having a friend, and Super Sons was super cute and I really liked it, and then Bendis had to come over and fuck up everything, so I'm mad. But yeah, I really loved Super Sons a lot. And I remember me and Talia, we wanted to cosplay Damien and John because we were like, oh, it'd be so cutesy. And the two of us were fighting over who would get a cosplay John because we both wanted to cosplay him. But Talia, his favorite character from DC is Damien. So he was like, oh, well, I want to cosplay Damien at some point. So I was just like, okay, so then when we do Super Sons, like, I'll cosplay John because you'll already have you want to be Damien. And then he's like, but I want to be John though. And it was like, he's like, oh, you just be Damien when we cosplay Super Sons. I'll give you my costume. And it's like, why do you have to make this so complicated? Also, I was a Marvel fan till Endgame, then it went to shit. No, I agree. Endgame was so good. It was all so good, and then when I tried watching any of the stuff that came after it, I just wasn't really interested. Well, there's some really good stuff that did come out of it. Like, I'm waiting for season 2 of freaking Moon Knight, okay? Moon Knight was so good. So good. And then where's season 2? Where's season 2, huh? Give me season 2 of Moon Knight. I want season 2 of Moon Knight. Of course they don't give me the thing that I actually like. But like, I like She-Hulk. She-Hulk was good. I really liked Moon Knight. I loved Moon Knight. What else did I like? I liked the Loki show. Was it just called Loki? I think it was just called Loki. Yeah, I liked it. I never saw season 2 though. WandaVision was really good as well too. Spider-Man movies never flop. But all the other movies that have come out since were just okay. They were just okay. There was Multiverse of Madness, which was just okay. Which was disappointing because I love Doctor Strange. He's really cool. I like him a lot. But Multiverse of Madness was just not really it. It was not it. Also, all I know about Constantine is that in one of the animated movies, it was stated Constantine stated King Shark. Yeah! He's a raging bisexual, and I love him. He's fantastic. Well, I guess he's more pansexual, TBH, but I think he calls himself bisexual. Yeah, no, I love Constantine. Also, I love that he just deals with devils and shit. Like, it's fun. It's cool. That's also very Talia. Moon Knight was so good. Never gonna happen. Blame Disney. Also, hard to disagree on Moon Knight. Dude, Moon Knight was so good. What are you talking about? Also, most recent new thing that's not like a new season was Wonder Man. Wait, what the heck is Wonder Man? What the hell was Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.? Yeah, I don't know. My dad really liked Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I didn't. I felt like so kind of like just a sloppy, like absolutely just like slop show. It felt like it didn't really know what it was doing. What If was kind of interesting. I never watched the new seasons of What If, especially because I just know everyone kept complaining about Captain Carter and they're like, can she stop? I liked the concept when they introduced it, but then they just kept going like, and here's more Captain Carter. And I've seen people complaining about it, so I never watched the next seasons. There was the one show that was about her, not Captain Carter, but just Peggy in general, which was interesting. But it was just kind of like, I don't know. It just didn't really hit quite the way I would have liked it to. So it was just eh. The Daredevil show is pretty good at least. I never finished it. Which I would like to. And then there's also the Jessica Jones show, which was interesting, but I also never finished it either. Let's see. Also, Wonder Man was so good, bro. Who the hell is Wonder Man? Also, I know too much about Egyptian mythology to be able to enjoy Moon Knight. You know what? Fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, to be fair, I'm sure I feel that way a lot of times when I watch shows set in the Victorian era. When I see shows set in the Victorian era and I just see like glaring inaccuracies or like movies, I'm just like, I can't watch this. This is just slop. It's just slop. I can't watch this. So I could understand. It'd also be like the same way, like also, like there's a lot of different things where it's just like, yeah, no, I know too much about this and now it drives me crazy and I can't watch this. So I absolutely understand where you're coming from with that. That's absolutely fair reason to not want to watch. I don't know, but it's just like, I mean, I guess you can see that I clearly don't know enough about Egyptian mythology that I can enjoy it. I thought Moon Knight was good. I liked it a lot. But also, I love anything that has to deal with things on like a psychological level. So the whole thing of Moon Knight having like multiple personalities just really reeled me in because I just love things with themes like that. So I just want more Moon Knight. It was so good. He's so good. But yeah, and as for like what they're currently trying to build up to with like what's the one that they're doing, the Doom one, I forget what it's called, but just the Doom one, I'm open to wanting to give that a shot because I want to see why it is that Robert Downey Jr. is coming back as Doctor Doom. I want to see how they're going to address that in the lore, that Iron Man is Doctor Doom. I want to see how this plays out. I know it's based on a comic book. I don't read Marvel comics, so I just want to see what happens. My only Egyptian mythology I know is from Rick Riordan. No clue how accurate that is. See, I'm in the same boat as you. I'm in the same boat, and I also read the same series, and I liked it a lot. Honestly, most of everything I know about mythology is all because of his books. I love them a lot, and I know they're not totally accurate, but that's okay, though, because I think it's interesting, and I like it a lot. I have all his books. I have most of, me and Talia, we have most of like the ones from the original Percy Jackson and the Olympian series. We have some from the second one after that. That's kind of like about Percy, but it's also about like Jason. I think his name is Jason. Guy who's from the Roman camp. He has some of those books. I really love the one that was about the Norse gods. That, I really, really, really loved that one. That one was so good. So good. I love Alex as a character. I love Alex a lot. They are so cool. I really love them. I love all of the books. I should do a reread of them because it's been such a hot minute. It's been a hot minute. Also, it's been long enough since I read their Kane Chronicles. I don't remember how accurate they were. I know they took liberties with some stuff. I recall them being pretty accurate with others. Yeah, I feel like it's the same way with Greek mythology too, because I have read like original Greek stories and stuff for their tales. Also, when I was in school, my best friends were Greek. So they were very nitpicky on making sure that I knew, because like they liked Percy Jackson, the Olympians too, but they're like, okay, but like this is like what actually happened, like this is like what's actually canon compared to what's not. So I had some familiarity with the way things are supposed to be, and they also corrected my pronunciation on a lot of things because they were like, you pronounce a lot of the gods' names wrong. Like, so they like drilled into me to be like, it's like this, it's like this, and I was like, I'm sorry. Also, I only vaguely knew who Wonder Man was from him being in the Adventures Unlimited, but other than that, I don't know much about him. But the show follows an actor who has superpowers and is trying to land a role that would make his career, all while trying to keep his powers a secret. Wait, okay, you know what? That's interesting. I'm interested in that. That does sound kind of like an interesting premise. Let's see. I had someone tell me a bit about the Norse books, and from what I was told, those are at least faithful of his works to the way Norse mythology is. Okay. I mean, to be fair, I don't feel as though there's anything completely wrong with wanting to take creative liberties and try to reinterpret stories. Because, I mean, it's like, you know, with a lot of this mythology anyway, even when these stories were originally created, just from the way that they're passed down through time or who decided to write them down, you know how the saying goes, history is written by the victors. So even with a lot of these tales that are passed down through generations, whoever decided to write it down could have very well have written a fan fiction of just being like, well, I think this should have happened because neener, and then that's all what we consider canon. Because someone decided to take creative liberties and they actually wrote a fanfic, but that's the fanfic is the only thing that survived. So it's, you know, history can be kind of interesting in that regard. So that's why I don't think it's totally wrong if you want to reinterpret things, as long as you acknowledge that it's like reinterpreting and it's not totally accurate. Because I mean, history is so up to interpretation anyway. History feels as though it's factual and that it's infallible, but it's not. It's not. We're learning new things all the time. You're very nearly describing Dante's Inferno. See, as I was describing this, that's exactly what I was thinking of in my head. Feels like I'm talking about Dante's Inferno. I've never read Dante's Inferno. I tried to read it, and it's such a thick read. Like, I read, like, thick books sometimes, but holy... And I mean, like, thick as in, like, the verbiage is just very verbose and difficult to read. Like, there are a couple books that I just can't read because it's just... Working my way through the language is such a slog that I am unwilling to undertake. Dante's Inferno... was one of them. I think I gave up a couple pages in because I was just like, whew, too much for me. Another one, Lord of the Rings. Oof, that shit was so, I could not. I don't like it. Could not do it. I also could not make my way through the Odyssey. I tried, but oh my god, it was too thick. It was too thick, and again, I'm not referring to the actual size of the book, because I absolutely devoured A Song of Fire and Ice, all the books. I devoured those books. Those are probably some of the thickest books, actual size-wise, that I've ever read. Each book took me about a week to go through when I was, like, reading it, and actually trying to like destroy and decimate these books as fast as possible because I was just like eating it up. I was like, oh my god, this is so good. But god, the language of some books is just too much. It's like reading a wall, like trying to read my way through a wall. It's just too much for me. Also, we have no real idea what happened 500 years ago, let alone thousands of years ago. Exactly. And it's just like how, for example, you know, we'll talk about sometimes with historical figures, and then people will be like, oh, it was like this historical figure had like a male roommate and they were very close companions and all that jazz, and people like just say they were gay. And it's just like, but historians are loath to label these figures as gay because it's like, not because they're like anti-LGBT and they're like, oh well, they probably weren't gay. It's just like, well, would the historical figure have viewed themselves as such? We as modern day people easily would look at that and be like, oh yeah, they're gay. But it's just like, would that person themselves view themselves as gay? You know? Because you like, it's just difficult. Even in our modern day, you might have someone who enjoys like a guy who wears feminine clothes and stuff. And then people would be like, oh, you're trans. Well, maybe he doesn't feel trans. He's just like, I just like wearing girly clothes. And everyone's just like, no. You can't just like wearing girly clothes. You're trans or you're a trap or whatever. And it's like, no, I just girly clothes look cute. I don't know. It's nothing. You know, you can't force labels on people. So that's kind of the motivation behind historical figures and all that jazz, and historians and jazz. Also, Dingbat, from what I understand, RDJ's Dr. Doom isn't a variant of Tony Stark. I think he's just straight up Victor Von Doom. Coincidentally enough, Disney's panel at CinemaCon was today, where they showed the trailer for Doomsday, and from first-hand accounts, they say that he's speaking with an accent. I still don't understand why they would bring back the actor who played their main character to play a different character. See, I feel as though it has to be something. They have to, because he's an actor. He can play a different character. Stretch. Hi, Anta. Aya, 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 aya. That's a good stretch. Thank you. I feel like they just can't bring him back. They can't do that. It's just weird. They're asking too much of the audience to suspend their disbelief, especially considering Tony Stark literally was the fucking hero of Endgame and fucking snapped and sacrificed himself. They can't just do that. That's crazy. They can't do that. I think they're asking too much of the audience. I'm sure we'll get a twist that explains why it is, but we just won't know until we see the movie. Also, I have read part of it being Dante's Inferno. I didn't read the Purgatorio or the Paradiso, but I think I read the entirety of at least most of Inferno. Okay. Well, you made it further than I did. I liked Lord of the Rings. No. I've read both the Odyssey and the Iliad. I have not, and I want to. I really want to, but God, I can't. Dingbat, I liked Lord of the Rings. No. Lord of the Rings, I listened to the audiobooks. No. They could be misdirecting, lying about him not being a variant of Tony Stark. Yeah, see, that's what I feel. The big boss is here. Also, yes, the big boss is here. What's up, big boss? Okay, then what about The Hobbit? I tried to read The Hobbit. Also, no. No. To be fair, I also watched the movies, and I'm just not really a fan. Sorry. I even went to, because at my friend's behest, we went to a marathon of every single Lord of the Rings movie, back to back, extended editions. No breaks. So I have seen them all. I have seen all there is to see of Lord of the Rings. I think they're okay. I think it's okay. I don't know. I'm not really that invested in Lord of the Rings. I just don't see the appeal. I'm sorry. I've given it the most college of tries. I just don't see the appeal. Maybe now that I play D&D and stuff and I interact more with the high fantasy setting, maybe I'd like Lord of the Rings more. Because I'll say, even like as a settings wise, I'm not really that interested in high fantasy like elves, and I ignore my pointy ears. I'm not really that interested in high fantasy like elves and dwarves and all that jazz. It's just whatever. I don't really purposefully try to seek out games that have stuff like that, or I'm like, oh my god, there's orcs. Like, I don't know. I played Dragon Age Origins, I played Skyrim, I play fantasy games. I'm not a big fantasy person. It's okay. I don't know. Not super fond of the setting. So I guess that might be part of the reason why I'm not super into Lord of the Rings, because I'm just not really into high fantasy like that. I usually prefer, genres wise anyway, I prefer supernatural, so stuff with like ghosts and vampires and demons and stuff. So yeah, that's like more my speed. Much more my speed. Let's see. Also, Sazza and Nan. Also, Anta says, I would have died. Casual News says, that's torture even for me. Sazza and Nan says, I've done that. It was fun because I got to yap about the little details from the books during it. See, when I did this, my friend was like pointing out to like me and Talia, like, oh, do you see this? Oh, do you see that? Did you notice this? Did you notice that? And I mean, it was good because I liked him explaining things and stuff like that. And I was in a theater full of nerds who were all losing their minds. And they were like, oh my God, it's oh my God, it's oh my God. And they're all like losing their minds. And it was a very hype atmosphere, but I was just kind of like, I don't belong here. I was like, man, I don't belong here. Like, there's like people quoting the movie word for word. They know every little thing. They're like doing all these chants and all this stuff. And I'm just like, I'm an imposter. I'm an imposter. Also, what's your stance on Star Wars? Also not really a big fan. What can I say? I'm just not really a big fan of Star Wars. I love Star Wars video games, though. I'll tell you that. I think it's an interesting universe, and I kind of want to, I want to try to give it more of a shot, because I'll say, I have an older brother, and he was very into Star Wars when I was a kid. He was the one that got me, into playing, Knights of the Old Republic, and all those games and stuff like that. He bought me Lego Star Wars when I was a child. Yippee! But, he was really into Star Wars. I like Star Wars from a video game point. I've seen the movies as they were coming out. Some of the movies anyway. Not that many. I can't remember which one I saw. I just remember one time we went to go see one, and then I ended up winning tickets from my pack of Skittles to get tickets to see it again, and I just gave them away because I didn't intend on using them because I was a child. But yeah, so I kind of want to watch Star Wars again because I feel like I was too young to really understand the nuances of the narrative. So I want to give it another shot because I feel like I might like it, because sometimes I really just have been like really fucking with sci-fi settings. Like, I sometimes randomly get a hankering for it. And that's why I think with Lord of the Rings now, I feel like I could potentially get into it now that I play D&D. So I'm interacting way more with the high fantasy setting. Also, Boromir is better in the movie, hands down. Okay, Dragon Age Origins was so good. I'd been doing another playthrough of it because I'd played through Baldur's Gate 3 so many times, and I was like, I need something to scratch this itch. I need something to scratch this itch. And I was just like, hey, I'm gonna go back and try playing Dragon Age Origins again. I actually bought all the Dragon Age games because I was like, I'll work my way through them. I haven't finished my replay of Origins, but I've been working my way through it. What was it? I did the elf section. I did the Tower of the Mages. And currently now I'm in the Dwarven City doing that section there. Yup. And that's where I left it off. Let's see. The original trilogy of Star Wars was the only starters I liked. Wait, what do you mean starters? Also, Knights of the Old Republic, my beloved. Also, yeah, I know. I keep hearing about how they're supposed to be making a remake of Knights of the Old Republic, and I want to do it. I actually want to play Knights of the Old Republic on stream because I think it'd be fun. It's killing me because the customization is so ass. Also, I actually really like the politics side of the prequels. See, I feel like that's why I might actually like Star Wars a lot more now. Because specifically, because of Game of Thrones, or rather specifically A Song of Fire and Ice, that book series made politics feel so much more approachable to me as a concept. And it made me really enjoy politics in, like, settings. Really made me enjoy politics, because in A Song of Fire and Ice, it just made it feel so much less complicated to me, because the way that they approach politics in A Song of Fire and Ice, it's very much just like, I feel like a lot of times politics can feel very like advanced and removed, and it feels like it's too much for a simple lay people to understand. And until you realize politics involve people, and people are people. And they're all petty, and they all have things they want, and they all still let their emotions guide their decisions and make stupid ass decisions just because they are human beings. They just happen to be playing with the lives of many other human beings and playing with pieces on a much grander scale while still also behaving as though they're having schoolyard squabbles. So, yeah, the Song of Fire and Ice really made politics feel way more approachable for me when you just think about the fact that it's just literally just people. Just doing people things. So, I think I could really enjoy Star Wars a lot more now that I have a better insight on how things like that work. Also, the original trilogies, go prequels have their charm, and the sequels made me upset. Yeah, I heard the sequels are just like not good. I remember seeing the, what was it, Rogue One or whatever the heck it was in theaters when it first came out because my sister really wanted to see it, and I was like, it was so nothing burger. I kind of didn't care for it. Let's see. I have all the Dragon Age games, but the new one. Yeah, I don't have the new one. When I said I bought all of them, I meant all of them except the new one, okay? Not Veilguard. I just bought all the other ones. Also, Orzammar. Orzammar? Yeah. The new one's pretty bad. I've heard people complain. It's like, it's not even because they made it woke. It's just that they made it so sanitized. And honestly, that's my favorite thing I love about Dragon Age. And also, what I also really like about high fantasy settings is I love fantasy racism. I love fantasy racism. I love the grittiness that comes with when people explore the darker themes in fantasy rather than it's all whimsical magic and everyone holds hands and dances around rainbows. Yippee! No, give me fantasy racism. Give me dark things. Give me fucked up stuff. That's kind of why I want to try getting into Warhammer, because I heard that it's like, oh yeah, it's basically just D&D, but it's all edge. It's all edge. So I'm just like, man, I gotta get into this. I feel like there's some untapped obsession here. Let's see. Veilguard is bad. Also, they've been making a remake for like 10 years at this point. Oh yeah, for Knights of the Old Republic. Yeah, that I also heard. So I'm also not holding my breath on it. That's why I kind of just want to play the original at this point. You would really like Count Dooku. Wait, I know the name. Is he the guy who's like the wrinkly, pale old man who wears a dark hood and he's like, more power, and then he like has lightning bolts that come out of his hand? I think that's Count Dooku. I don't remember. My favorite part of Andor was the political intrigue side plot stuff with Mon, Mothma, and Luce. Oh, okay. I hear a lot about Andor, so maybe I should also check that out. Fantasy racism is needed for a good story. Yeah, I mean, I think it depends though on the story, because sometimes it's not necessary. But I do prefer stories that incorporate fantasy racism, because I mean, we have racism in our real world, okay? So it'd be very unrealistic for in a fantasy world for there not to be fantasy racism, especially when people can barely handle the fact that people have different skin colors in our modern society. So hello, people are gonna definitely pick a fight with the fact that their neighbor has horns and a tail, okay? That's just how things are. It's just how things are. It sucks, but you know what? It makes it more realistic, and I think that it's fine, especially if it's just like the people who are the fantasy racists get what's for them, you know? I think it's beautiful. I think it's beautiful that you can go and then you can kill the KKK in D&D. Also, no, he's Christopher Lee. You're thinking of Palpatine Sidious. Oh, okay, my bad. Oh wait, is Count Dooku the one who? Oh no, I don't know. I don't know who this is. Christopher Lee was like a real swordsman, specifically requested that his lightsaber have a curved hilt. Yeah! Oh yeah, I remember you told me about that. I remember you told me that. Yeah, Christopher Lee was trained in fencing. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I just need to look up, I need to look up who he is because I'm struggling to put a face to the name. Also, Warhammer can be very fun. Were you wanting to get into 40k or fantasy? 40k. 40k, Warhammer 40k. That's the one that I think I'd want to get interested in. Especially because, like, you know, I said sometimes I get that itch for sci-fi, you know? Sometimes I get that sci-fi itch. So I'm kind of leaning a little bit more into 40k. I think it'd be interesting. So yeah, also I will not lie. Because I also know that Henry Cavill is also into Warhammer 40k, and he was trying to make producing a show. I'm like, hell yeah, brother. Let me see what your hyperfixation's about, my dude. Look, he's a stand-up guy. I appreciate that he's a nerd and he wears it on his sleeve. And I hate that he keeps getting screwed over because he's just trying to be a good boy who wants to just play all his favorite characters from things. So yeah, I want to check out Warhammer 40k. I want to check it out. I think it's interesting. I mean, yeah, I want to check it out. I think it's cool. Anyway, I barely know anything about it. I just know certain concepts. But yeah, I think it'd be interesting. But my stomach is acting up a lot, so I kind of want to end stream so I can lay on the floor and hope it goes away. So I'm gonna go ahead and end stream because it's been an hour and I end up talking and yapping for way longer than I thought I would. So yay, just chatting conquered. Again, we figured out something to talk about. All we mostly did was talk about pop culture and movies. But you know what? That's great. I love talking about pop culture and movies. I mean, hey, what did I tell you guys? I used to go to school for film. So, believe it or not, I like movies? What? Crazy. I know, but I like movies. So I always enjoy a way to be able to talk about them and talk about the themes and analyze things. You know what could be fun? Guys, you know how people try to do lame things like having book clubs? I mean, I don't hate books. Like, obviously, I told you guys I love books. But what if we had a movie club? Okay, what if once a month, like, I'll pick a movie. We can pick a movie. Like, you guys can, like, submit movies if you want. Okay? And you guys can, like, I don't know how you'll submit them to me. Maybe I'll have a Google form or something. But we can, like, pick a movie of the month. We all watch it. And then we can have a just chatting stream where we just get to talk about the movie. It can be something that was recently released. It can be something that's really old. It can be artsy. It can be slop. I just think that we could watch a movie once a month and then we can talk about it. And I think it'd be a lot of fun. Oh, you guys are interested. Okay, that's awesome. I'm leaning in. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Unironically, that would be a really good one. And I really want to do, I really want to see the one movie, Coyote versus Acme when it comes out. I really want to see that one when it comes out. I'm very excited because I know that they're doing like a silent, like trying to do like a low-key release of that movie. I want to make sure that I catch it when it gets into theaters. I really want to see it. I'm down, especially if we get to talk about Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Dude, I want to. And honestly, because that one is actually based off of a book, it might be good if we watch the movie and we read the book, so that way we can discuss both. Because I think it'd be kind of interesting to do that. I'll figure out how to set up our movie club, okay? I'll figure out the logistics of how to set up our movie club. And you know what? Just because you said it first, we can start with Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Yeah, it was based on a book. And you know what? The author, he actually liked the movie more. And he's just like, the movie was better. The movie was better than my book. It would be the perfect thing to do in a Discord. No, you're not wrong. As I was discussing this, I was like, man, it'd be nice if we had a Discord. This would make it really easy if we had a Discord. Maybe I should set up a Discord just for the movie club. Maybe I should set up the Discord for a movie club. I'll let you guys know. I'll keep you guys updated on Twitter or whatever have you. I'll do my best. Or I'll talk about it like next week when I stream. I'll look into the logistics in the meantime. But we will try to get that set up sometime, and we'll review it. Maybe like if I'm well, I'll figure it out. I'll let you guys know what the deadline's gonna be, so don't rush. You can take your time. I'll probably give way more time to prep on this because I'm still gonna be trying to figure out the logistics of trying to set this up properly. At least to future-proof this concept. So that's what I need to figure out. But first movie is going to be Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and we'll read the book as well. So I'll also need to read the book, and I'll need to rewatch the movie. So that's going to be the first one. I'll have an official sign up for movie club. Movie night. It'll be fun. It'll be fun, and I'd love to get back into reviewing movies and analyzing things again. Analyzing them and using my movie critic brain. But anyway. Also, he liked it so much that the next books he released made the first book a dream. Oh, really? That's interesting. Okay, you know what? I'm excited for this. But, that is all going to be all for today. So thank you guys so much for being here. I'm excited. I'm excited for movie club. We should come up with a cool name for movie club, because just movie club is a little lackluster. The cinema society. I know, it needs to be something more unique. We'll figure something out. But anyway, thank you all for being here. I will see you tomorrow for another stream. I'm gonna have to... What was I doing tomorrow? Dead by Daylight! Yeah, tomorrow. We're gonna do DVD. More DVD. You could raid Bumblebird. Thank you, Sazzle&Ann. I always want to raid more people, and then I never do, and it makes me sad, because I want to raid people. So we're gonna raid. Oh my gosh, she's playing TToTT Life! Okay, yeah, I'll see you guys over there. Yeah, thank you, Sazzle&Ann. If you guys... always oopsie. If you guys ever have suggestions for people who I can raid at the end of stream, please absolutely let me know, because I'm always so bad about raiding people, so please remind me. I would love to be a nice person. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and start our raid over to Bumblebird. I will see you guys over there, because I want to watch the fuck out of her TToTT Life. So I will see you guys there. Alrighty, thank you so much for being here, and I will see you tomorrow for Dead by Daylight. Okay, bye!